Hello everyone, welcome to this session. In this session, we will solve some of the numericals on overhanging beam. We will draw the SFD and BMD for overhanging beams. In the earlier video lectures, we have solved the problems on cantilever beams and the simply supported beams. So now in this video, we will take the problems on overhanging beams. Let us take one problem. Overhanging beam 10-meter span subjected to UDL 10 kN per meter over a span of 4 meter from support A. It also carries a point load 20 kN at point D. Draw SFD and BMD. So in this figure is given in the problem. There are two supports. One is the hinge support at one end and other end there is a concentrated load is there. This is a overhanging beam. Sorry. Means these support are beyond that end of the beam. So you can see this at A there is a hinge support and at C there is a simple support is there, and this is beyond the end of the beam. That's why this is overhang portion is there above the C. CD is the overhanging portion. That's why this beam is the overhanging beam. Total span of the beam is 10 meter. UDL is also there of intensity 10 kN per meter over the span 4 meter. So very first step is to find the support reaction with the help of equilibrium conditions. The first support condition is equilibrium conditions is summation of fx is equal to 0. In that there is ax is equal to 0 means at A there is a hinge support and there are two reactions are exist. One is in the vertical direction and another is the horizontal direction. So in this case the ax is equal to 0. Take the second equilibrium condition summation fy is equal to 0. In this case there is a vertical forces we have to take. At A there is a vertical reaction ay in the upward direction, that's why it is taken positive, minus UDL 10 kN over the span 4 meter, that's why it is taken 10 into 4, minus because there is a downward direction, again minus 20 kN at D, again it is minus 20, and Cy at C there is a reaction, one reaction in the upward direction, that's why that reaction is Cy. So plus Cy it is taken at C is equal to 0. So there is two unknowns Ay plus Cy is equal to 0. So take all the values in the right hand side. This equation becomes Ay plus Cy is equal to 60. Equation number 1. So further we have the equilibrium condition that summation of moment at any station, either you can take station C or you can take the moment at A. So better way, because the reactions are more in the 8 support, so take the moment at A is equal to 0. So UDL 10 kN over the span 4 meter. So this UDL is acting at the center and total load of UDL is 10 into 4, which is acting at 2 meter from the A station. So this, it makes the positive or clockwise moment, that's why it is taken plus 10 into 4 into 2. Plus 20 kN at D, it makes the clockwise moment taken as a positive. So 20 into total span is 10 or total perpendicular distance is 10. So 20 into 10. Again this Cy, it makes the anti-clockwise movement about A. That's why it is taken minus. So minus Cy into total perpendicular distance is A to C 8 meter. So Cy into 8 is equal to 0. So after solving we will get the Cy value is equal to 35 kN. So this value if you put into the equation number 1, you will get the reaction at A, that is Ay is equal to 25 kN. So we got the both of these reaction, that is Cy and Cay. Next step is to draw the shear force diagram. So for drawing of the shear force diagram, you have to draw first of all the loading free body diagram, and exactly below you can draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So for the SFD, you have to draw first of all the horizontal line. Whatever the above values are there, take it as a positive, and below of this horizontal line, take as a negative. So starting from this zero ordinate, at A, there is a upward reaction 25. So move in the upward direction at 25 magnitude. After that, there is a loading UDL is there in the downward direction, and the total UDL is 10 into 4, at 40 kilonewton, and this 25 is positive, and this UDL is in the downward direction, that's why it is minus. So 25 minus 40 is minus 15. So at B there is a minus 15 load is there. So this up to we are coming at the minus 15, so it is below the horizontal line. After that, B to C there is a no loading, or there is a no forces, or there is a no load is acting, that's why this is a horizontal line up to B to C. Again at CY we found the reaction, and that reaction is 35 kilonewton. So we have the value at this particular point minus 15, and CY is in upward direction, that's why plus 35. So minus 15 plus 35 is plus 20, and plus 20 value is above the horizontal line. Here again C to D there is a no loading, that's why it is horizontal, and at the last at D there is a 20 kilonewton load is there in the downward direction, that's why it is minus. So plus 20 minus 20, the value is 0. Again we are coming at this 0 point. After that, after drawing this SFD, you can show the shear force calculation. So shear force at A to the left, here at A there are two values, one is 0 first and second value is 25. So shear force at A to the left is 0, and to the right 25 kilonewton. At B there is only one value, that's why directly you can write this 25 minus 10 into 4, that is the total UDL downward direction, that's why minus 25 minus 10 into 4, minus 15 kilonewton. Shear force at C to the left, at C again there are two values, one is 15 which is minus. So shear force at C to the left, first value is taken for left and second value for right. So at left minus 15 kilonewton, and shear force at C to the right minus 15 plus 35, the value is plus 20 kilonewton. And at the last station, last point, shear force at D to the left, the first value is 20 and second value is 0. So shear force at D to the left is 20 kilonewton, and at right 0 kilonewton. So here it is, because of this UDL, here it is the sign, this line is changes from positive to negative. At P there is intersection point is P. So let us calculate the location of this particular point P from either station A. So for this you consider these similar triangles, these two similar triangles, and take that similar triangle conditions and find this x value. So x divided by force 25, and remaining that 4 minus x, that is 4 minus x divided by 15. So this ratio if you solve, you will get the value of x 2.5 meter. So that 2.5 is the distance of P from the A station. After that, bending moment calculation, BMD. So first of all, bending moment at extreme ends, that A and D is equal to 0. So we need to determine the bending moment of B, bending moment at P station, and bending moment at C station. These are the critical points. So bending moment at B, summation of M at B is equal to 0. So first of all, 25 makes the clockwise movement into 4, 25 into 4, that is the distance between A to B, perpendicular distance, minus UDL, total UDL is 10 into 4, multiply by, it is acting at the center, that's why minus multiply by 2, and the value is 20 kilonewton into meter. So summation of, again summation of M at P At P, we have to determine the moment 25 into 2.5 is the perpendicular distance, and minus UDL 10 into 2.5 into 1.25, it is acting at the center. Means A to P, you have to determine this UDL at the center, and the value is 31.25 kilonewton into meter. After that, moment at C, you take the condition summation of M at C is equal to 0. Either you can take the left side of the section or right side of the section. So section at C, we will take the section at the portion at right of the section. So right of the section, there is only one load is there, that's why we have taken this 20 kilonewton. It acts clockwise. If you take the right section, at that time the clockwise moments are negative, that's why minus 20 into 2, the perpendicular distance is 2. So wait for a minute. Yes, sorry for a disturbance. After that, we have determined all the moments of all the three critical points. So point of counterflexure is the point at which the bending moment changes its signs from positive to negative. That point, it is called as point of counterflexure. So here it is, capital N is the point of counterflexure. So use again the similar triangles and determine this x value. So x divided by 20 and 4 minus x divided by 40. So these similar triangles if you use and determine this x, that is from the support B, that x value, that exact location of that point of counterflexure. So that's it. Here we have taken this overhanging beam and we have drawn the SFD and BMD for the same. Thank you very much.